Well, I hope the wind isn't too bad. Well, I'm at the ocean, so it's pretty bad here. Not much you can do about it. So today and tomorrow we're down here camping. I don't think he's feeling too well. Not much so far. Pull tabs. We're slowly cleaning the beach. Pull tab, bottle cap, a penny. Not the good penny either. Not the kind of penny we're looking for. Well, the water is nice and calm. There's some surfers, but I don't think they're going to get anything here. But there's lots of dolphins right off the coast. That's cool. You can see them out there feeding. Very cool. Looks like a nice sized pod. So in 1785, a merchant ship called the Faithful Steward left Ireland for America, and it had 270 people on board, passengers and crew. They almost made it. After a long voyage across the ocean, they made it to this beach in Delaware. Actually, they made it to a reef just off the beach. You can see the dolphins out there. Probably a little further out than that is where the ship hit a reef and was stuck for 2 days. And for 2 days, the passengers and the crew tried frantically to build rafts or anything to get them from there to here. And I think it was 68 of them made it. So over 200 of them were lost at sea. Along with the people who were lost at sea, sadly, the ship was carrying 400 barrels of copper coins bound for America. So I don't know how many were in each barrel, but that comes to well over 500,000 copper coins. So this beach here in Delaware is now called Coin Beach. I've never been here before. I've heard of it. But now we're camping down here, so might as well give it a shot, see if we can save some history and find some shipwreck treasure. So stay tuned, we'll see what we find. Beach detecting is so much different than detecting in yards. You walk for miles swinging and looking and swinging and with no signals at all. And then finally you find a signal, it's a piece of foil or it's a pull tab. I'd almost rather fight the trash in somebody's backyard for a couple of silver coins than this, but hey, we got to give it a fair shot. We got to see what we can find. So yeah, we'll stick with it a little longer. So when you're detecting in places like fields or farms or beaches, it can be helpful to get an app for your phone, something that maps where you've walked. I won't recommend any specific apps, but there's a lot of them out there. But if you run the app while you're going up and down making your sweeps, after a while, stop, check the map, and see if there's spots that you've missed, and go back and do those. It can be really helpful to make sure you've evenly covered the area, because even though you think you're doing a grid pattern, you could be off by a little bit, and there could be huge sections that you miss. So use an app. Now, everything I've heard about hunting the beaches here is that the best time to come is right after a big storm. A hurricane is best, but any kind of a big storm where the The waves kick up everything on the sea bottom, put it on shore. Sometimes they take away a layer of sand, so stuff that's deep is more accessible. So I've heard after hurricanes like Sandy and things like that, people have had really good luck here. But a guy I know back home in our town, he's a brand new detectorist. He came down here and found a 1780 half cent, or a half penny, not a half cent, right here on the beach. So hopeful that I'll find something, but so far just some trash. Well, to me, this beach detecting and farm detecting is a little like a needle in a haystack. You got this giant area and there's maybe a couple of things out here, not much in between except for a little bit of trash. This is a pretty clean beach, but there is some science to it. So far the science hasn't helped me any, but if you look, like right here, there's a depression, and there's another one, and there's another one. So on high storm surges, when the water comes up out of the ocean, everything, the water and everything heavy will collect here and sink down. So your best bet at finding things that have been on the beach, like treasure washed ashore and things like that, is right there in those depressions. Sometimes along the dunes, not in the dunes, you can't hunt in the dunes, but along the edge of the dunes, as the older stuff washes out, it'll settle down. So along the bottom of the dunes is a good spot too. Besides that, it's just any kind of little gully like this, and then down by the water, of course. Well, finally, after all this time, I found colonial treasure. It's got Jefferson on it. It's just a nickel. Nice and shiny and new too. But, well, hey, at least I know my detector works. It's between a bottle cap or a pull tab and some foil and this nickel. I've walked about 4.5 miles this morning on this beach. I found nothing. It's clean. I'm gonna hang in another little bit, but I don't have my hopes up. I'll have to arrange to come back after like a major storm, a nor'easter in the winter or something like that, when the sand is all torn up, and then, you know, your luck is better then. But hey, it's still nice to get out and be on the beach. But stay tuned, we'll see if we find anything else. Well, that's gonna do it for today. Sad to say, really didn't have any luck here, but again, we'll have to come back and try again after a storm. But it was fun. I just have newfound respect for people who do beach detecting. 5 miles up and down this beach, it's tough walking in sand. It's tough detecting in sand because it's not level. There's hills, there's troughs, there's valleys, there's peaks. It's a mess. Somebody should come and clean the beach. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. So, all right, see you in the next time.